MTV, I'm Kristen Ray, and I'm from a small town in West Virginia. Now, I'm going to tell you my damnedest epic party story ever. So, I was raised on a farm. I'm a hunter, I'm a fisher. I love the outdoors, like mudding, going ridge running, riding my horse. I'm the ultimate redneck, basically. So, I'm working at a food establishment in my small town, and can you guess which one? Yes? McDonald's! I was working at McDonald's. So, while working at McDonald's, I was taking orders, being, just McDonald's. So this film crew came in one night late at work, and they were like, well, you're pretty cute. Why do you work here? And I was like, why do I work here? Because I have a job, that's why. And so then they're like, well, you should come to this party. You should come to this party. I'm like, okay, cool. Which party? Cool, what party is it? And they're like, it's this event. It's got hot girls and, lots of drinks. And I'm like, okay, so let me see the brochure. So I look it over, and it says Girls Gone Wild. And I'm like, oh, my God, I love Girls Gone Wild. I mean, secretly, we all do. So, of course I wanted to go. I mean, anywhere with, tequila shots, hot girls, dancing on the bar, I am so down for that. So, anyway, meanwhile, I get to the party at the end of the night after my shift up at McDonald's was over. I get to the party, and I'm like, hey, everyone, how are you? And they're like, hey, the girl from McDonald's, the girl from McDonald's, the girl from McDonald's. What's up? And I'm like, yeah, no, I want to go on the bus. I want to go on the bus. I want to go on the bus so bad. So I finally got on the bus, and I became a Girls Gone Wild camera girl that night. And it was crazy because I was literally filming the hottest girls doing the craziest things. So that was a great job to get, right after McDonald's. Screw McDonald's. I'm filming hot girls all day, every day. Don't care. So then they asked me to come on tour with them and to go home, pack a bag, and basically leave your life in West Virginia. My redneck, hillbilly, moonshine drinking, riding horses butt-ass naked in the field, bonfires. Leave that all behind and go on tour with us. So I was like, okay, I could do that. And so I went home, packed an overnight bag, met up with the crew the next day, and hopped on the bus and was basically like, okay, this is my new life. This is my new house. This is awesome, And so the camera guy told me to get in one of the bunks in the back room. There were 3 bunks on each side of 6. And so I get in, and I'm like, this is kind of awkward. Why would he want me to wait on a bunk bed kind of thing? And so he's handing the driver money, and I'm like, no. I'm not getting sold right now. I'm not getting sold. I'm not getting sold. And they're like, no, it's cool. You're fine. We're just paying the driver for the end of the night because we owe him money. And I was like, oh, okay. So jump to conclusion 1 on the Girls Gone Wild tour. So then fast forward, I'm touring. I wake up in Wyoming, Texas, Massachusetts, North Carolina. I'm filming all these hot girls, having the best time of my life. And then we get stationed in South Beach, Miami. Well, I was dating a guy at the time that lived in Miami, and he didn't know that I was coming on tour. He didn't know that I was going to be in town. So I'm with, the hottest girls. These girls are just so hot. I don't even know how to describe it. Hot. Beyond hot. And I was like, hey, my boyfriend lives here. Can we find out if he'll cheat on me or if he's faithful? That kind of thing. It was kind of a curiosity killed the cat. So, I was like, yeah, let's totally play a prank. I'm a joker, I'm a prankster, I don't know, you can see all of me, my cowgirl boots. I'm very much, joking, pranking, all the above. I love it. It's, my personality, it's just me. So she was like, yeah, I'll do it. So I'm text this number, tell him you met him on South Beach, at a random club or a bar or something, and then he'll text back and be like, okay, let's meet up, because he's stupid. Guys are so stupid when they get a number they don't know, and a hot girl sends, a naked selfie, or, a face picture, or, if she's hot. It doesn't matter. Guys just go so stupid. Anyway, so I told her to text him, hey, I'm in South Beach, I'm staying at this hotel, you should come hang over, you should come hang out, come over. And I was like, she really just got him to come over to her room. My boyfriend. Are you kidding? Okay, so that's when I knew this prank was going to work. Yeah. So she's like, well, you can't answer the door when he gets here. That's too easy. So I ended up hiding in the closet of the hotel room, and I was like, okay, here's the safe word, here's the code, like, here's what we're going for. And I want him to hook up with you. I want him to cheat on me because that is how I know that he is not faithful and not a good boyfriend for me. So yeah, so he comes in and he's basically like, she's like, oh, do you have a girlfriend? He's like, no, I don't have a girlfriend. Like, my ex is like, in West Virginia. And I'm just like, really? 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 Because I'm in the closet at this point, listening to everything. And they're just like talking, conversating, and having drinks. And then she finally says, like, the safe word. And I'm just like, okay, you're busted. You are busted. So I come out of the closet. I'm literally like, are you kidding me? Are you serious right now? Are you serious? Like, you didn't, no, you did not know it was me, because he was all like, I knew it was you the whole time. I knew it was you the whole time. And he didn't. He did not know it was me the whole time. Did not. I caught his ass cheating. And that is my epic party story. I hid in the closet, and I pretended to be not in Miami. And yeah, and then obviously I was very upset, and my girlfriend was like, well, let's go out on South Beach and, like, forget about it, whatever. And what ended up happening was, while we were talking about it, there was a knock on the hotel door. And I'm like, oh, great. Someone called security because I was screaming at the top of my lungs at this guy because he's cheating. Like, I'm pretty sure any girl would do that. Pretty sure. So it happened to be this other girl, and she's like, hey, is so-and-so here? And I'm like, yeah, who are you? And she's like, oh, I'm so-and-so. I was like, X. I was like, oh, so we got the X, the current, the future, like, okay, cool, what else? And so she comes in the room, and she's like, oh, well, are you ready to go? And I'm like, so you brought her with you, knowing you were going to hook up with this other girl that you've met on your phone? Like, what is wrong with you? And at that point, I was just like, screw it. Like, I'm going to be taking shots all night. Don't care about you. Doesn't matter. And that is my epic party story. And I would love to see it turn into a cartoon, because I am such an outgoing individual character. Like, prankster, joker, like, drink moonshine, crazy. Like, I love buffets, steak, chicken, and I work really hard. So please pick me up for your show on MTV. Thank you. And I'm Kristen.